Chapter 13. Jamal on the Run. Barry went back into the apartment. Markel and Kelton had just finished filling Tyra in about what was going on.
Well, he's gone.
Did he say what he was gonna do?
No, but I think he's going on the run. We need to help clear his name before they catch him.
I can't believe this shit is happening. That bitch is gonna pay for this shit. Wait till I see her ass in the morning.
Don't go and do something stupid. There's no use in having two of you in trouble.
Make that three because I feel the same way as Tyra.
Ditto.
Barry understood their frustration, but he had to keep them calm and their heads clear so they can help Jamal. Jamal didn't know what he was going to do. He didn't have the means of leaving town, and it seemed like everywhere he turned there was a cop around. He had to talk to Brittany. The next morning, Tyra and the crew were at school hanging out by the lockers when Brittany walked in with John. He was comforting her, telling her he'd protect her from Jamal. They passed right in front of Tyra and the guys.
Are you fucking serious? I should buzz both of y'all in your head. The only one you're gonna need protection from is me if you don't get my cousin out of this mess.
I didn't force Jamal to do what he did.
That's bullshit, bitch.
Markel began to charge after Brittany. Kelton grabbed him.
Markel, chill out, man. You can't hit her. That's a female.
I don't hit females, but I slap the fuck out of a bitch.
Brittany began to cry.
Why are you blaming me for this shit?
Because you're lying. Everybody knows you're only trying to put this shit on him because he didn't want to be with you.
Yeah, you could wipe those fake ass tears because ain't nobody believing that shit.
Y'all back off. Whether Jamal did or not, he's still getting what he deserved. You all are. You're getting a taste of your own medicine.
Man, what you talking about?
You were gonna try to lock me up for raping that tramp standing next to you, but this shit backfired. The tables have turned. It doesn't feel so good now, does it? You can tell that little bitch you call your cousin and I say he can run, but he can't hide. You better hope the cops find his ass before I do.
John and Brittany walked away. Markel was getting angrier by the second. Markel and Kelton had just gotten off the bus. They were getting ready to head into their apartment when they heard a hissing sound. They looked around and saw a head peeking from the alley on the side of the apartment building. They walked toward the alley and saw that it was Jamal.
Jamal, what's up, man? Where did you disappear to?
I've been hiding out. I still think I can talk to Brittany and get through to her.
Will you stop trying to reason with that bitch? Just go to the cops and tell them it wasn't you.
Yeah, like that's gonna work.
I can't take those kind of chances. I have a baby on the way. Now I know Brittany could be the biggest bitch in the world sometimes, but I also know she does have a heart. And I know I could get through to her if I get a chance. Please, just help me.
Alright, man, we'll help you.
All day the next day, Kelton and Markel were trying to come up with a plan to convince Brittany to talk to Jamal.
Man, all we got to do is ask her nicely.
I can't be nice to her. Not now. Plus, how we gonna talk to her? With John under her 24/7, I got an idea.
Should I be afraid?
No, we do need to go to the store.
After school, they went home and got some money and headed to the mall. They went into this gag store and Kelton bought 2 ski masks, some binoculars, some rope and tape. When they walked out, Markel was staring at his cousin in a weird way.
What?
What are you planning?
We gonna kidnap a dude?
Markel thought this was the dumbest idea he's ever had.
Are you crazy? What are you thinking?
That's better than just talking to her nicely.
How are we gonna pull something like that off? We're on foot.
We just go pass through the woody area behind our house. It takes us straight through the park. We could have Jamal meet us there.
Can we at least try to talk to her first?
Fine, go ahead. The second she tries to talk back, I'm knocking her ass out and dragging her into the woods.
Markel could not believe how idiotic Kelton was being. They staked out in the trees behind Brittany's house and watched her through the glass door with their binoculars. John was still there with her. They had already spoken to Jamal and told him to meet them in the park. Now they just needed to get Brittany. They were sitting there and Kelton was crunching rather loudly on some cheese puffs and dropping crumbs all over himself. He was really working on Markel's nerves.
What do you think they're talking about?
Markel looks at him crazy.
I don't know.
I'm just wondering, you know he's been there for a while.
He continues to crunch on his snack. Markel can't take it anymore and rips the bag out of Kelton's hand and hits him on the head with it. Kelton looks at him surprised.
What?
Your crunching is working my nerves.
Sorry, you could have just asked me to stop,
They direct their attention back to the house just in time.
Look, John's leaving.
Okay, let's go.
Wait, what if somebody else is in the house with her?
We've been sitting here for almost 45 minutes and I ain't seen nobody but the two of them. Let's go, man.
They came out from the trees and went around her pool. They slid the glass door open slowly. They walked in and looked around. Finally, they spotted her in the kitchen washing dishes.
Excuse me, Brittany.
Brittany was startled. She jumped as she turned around.
What the hell are you doing in here?
We came to talk to you about Jamal.
I don't want to talk about Jamal, and I don't want to talk to you. Now get out of my house before I call the police.
Please, Brittany, he really needs your help.
You expect me to help him after what he did?
That's it, I'm knocking her out.
Come on, Kelton, what good would that do?
It'll make me feel better.
I'm calling the cops.
Grab her!
Kelton started fighting with her, trying to tie the rope around her waist and tie her arms down. She began slapping him in the face and trying to break free. Markel tried to calm them both down.
Jamal just wants to have a word with you. He says if you have any kind of heart, you would drop the charges so he wouldn't be locked up when his baby is born. Kelton, will you let her go?
Kelton continued to try to restrain her, this time trying to get the rope around her throat.
Your method's not working. It's time for plan B.
Kelton was right. She wasn't listening to anything they had to say. So Markel held her down as Kelton tied her up and taped up her mouth. They carried her out of the glass door and took the route they had planned. When they got to the park, Jamal was pacing back and forth. They walked up to him holding a struggling Brittany and stood her up in front of him.
What the hell is this?
You said you wanted us to bring her for you to talk to her.
But not against her will.
I sense a little hostility in your voice.
Yes, man, we did that for you because we care.
Okay, do me a favor and stop caring so much.
Let's just get this over with.
You want to take the tape off her mouth?
Not really. She can hear you. She doesn't need to talk right now.
Okay, Brittany. I wanted them to bring you here so we can talk about these charges. I know we had problems, but why would you try to ruin my life like that? Okay, guys. I'm going to need you to take that tape off her mouth so she can answer me.
Do we have to? Can't you just look deep into her eyes and see what she's thinking?
Take the tape off.
Markel removes the tape slowly.
I didn't ruin your life. You did that all by yourself.
There's no reason to put on this act. Everybody know I didn't do it.
I'm not putting on an act. You really believe that I beat myself up like that? Or that I locked myself in a closet?
So what you're saying is someone really did rape you?
Yes. Why would I lie about something like that? I know I'm a drama queen, but this is an embarrassing situation. Why would I purposely put myself through that?
But it wasn't me.
Quit lying.
Did you see his face?
No, he had a ski mask on.
So what makes you think it was him?
Because when I said, please don't do this, he said, I thought this is what you wanted. This is why you worked so hard to get between me and Tyra.
When was this?
Just before lunch ended.
I did go looking for you after you left the cafeteria, but I couldn't find you. Then the bell rang and I went to class.
Yeah, he was in class after lunch.
Were you late for class?
No, why?
Because whoever did it would have been late for class. I remember, he closed the closet door just before the tardy bell rang.
John was late.
What?
I take Matt with John after lunch. He was late for class.
Are you saying that it was John?
All the while, John was sneaking up behind them. He pointed a gun at them.
Always trying to slap a nigga with a charge.
They turned to look at him.